Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your reading for the week of June 19th to the 25th, so let's dive straight into it. First, you have healthy lifestyle, okay? I feel like there's a shift going on in your lifestyle at this time where, I don't know if like I'm getting so many different visions of different scenarios as to why your lifestyle is changing. For some of you, you may have gotten like some type of health diagnosis or a doctor's appointment recently. And I don't know, there just might be something that you have that could be better treated if you have a healthier lifestyle. So for example, like let's just say you're really anxious and depressed. It's like you know that by reducing junk food and things that are just really not good for you, it will reduce your anxiety and depression because that's natural. It'll just make you feel better. For others of you, there may be actually something going on in your body, some type of problem with a system, like maybe you just discovered that you're having a gluten intolerance, or you may have like IBS or something, I don't know, and it's just like I'm seeing a shift in your diet because of that. And then for others of you, I'm seeing that there is a shift in where you're actually living this week or where you're staying. Like for example, maybe you're traveling, you're staying with a friend, and that friend is a really healthy eater and they get you on board with healthy eating. And then also for like a third group of you, I guess, this is just a general sense of like I really should just be eating healthier. It's really talking about food to me. I feel it really strongly. I really should be eating healthier, just so I feel better. Like honestly, eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. We have yang, masculine energy coming forward. I feel like you're really starting to take the initiative this week. And I'm seeing like planning dates. So that may be something. I'm seeing taking action on the people you want to take action on. Yang energy is also showing me like being extremely productive this week, taking life back into your own hands. And I'm just seeing a really awesome routine of like just getting a lot done this week. So it'll be a productive one for sure. And I see you taking a hold of your schedule and just creating a better schedule for yourself that allows you to be healthy, to feel good, and to get a lot done. And of course we have the whale, the emotionally mature animal. Some of you guys are diving deep into your emotions this week, okay? So I wouldn't be surprised if any Virgos were starting therapy soon with a new therapist, falling in love with someone, even diving into your own inner subconscious through journaling, having deep conversations. It to me feels like you're now ready to dive into places of your heart and your soul that have been unexplored for a long time. To me, it feels like you're starting to take yourself more seriously, take your feelings more seriously. I'm seeing an emotional maturing happening here, which I love to see for Virgo because it's been a long time coming that you focus on your own health and well-being. To me, I feel like you're constantly focusing on people around you, on external situations around you, on your tasks, like your just daily life, your daily tasks that you have to complete. But you may have been neglecting your own healing, evolution, diving deep into who you are, what your feelings are, what you can do to live a healthier lifestyle. So to me, it feels like it's been a long way coming. And that is a huge step for anyone with significant Virgo placements, because Virgo is the sign of healing and has a lot to do with self-love. Because Virgo energy is constantly healing, helping, and being charitable to others. And I feel like everyone with a significant Virgo placement at some point in their life will have the karmic lesson of needing to take better care of yourself in order to take care of your loved ones, because your loved ones are genuinely concerned about you. And I feel like you need to learn how to take better care of yourself for those loved ones, if that makes sense. First card out for you is the Lovers in reversed. Okay, so starting off this week, there might have been a separation that you went through in the past. So past couple of months, weeks, or just recently, it's heavy on your mind right now. The Lovers in reversed is a huge decision that alters your life path. And this is a huge no decision that was made, okay? So this could have been someone or something rejecting you, or breaking up, or no longer wanting to deal with this situation. And it's for the better that this ending occurred. And if I'm gonna guess what the next cards will be to come out, I feel like a lot of this introspection that you're doing, a lot of this inner healing work, is being triggered by this event, by this separation, or this ending of some sorts that happened, this breakup of some sorts that have happened. It's starting to make you think to yourself, like, did I do something wrong here? Is there something that I can do better to be better for myself? And there's a lot of answers to that question. Healthy eating, getting lots of sleep, getting therapy, doing anything, exercising that will help you regulate yourself better and make you your most optimal self. I feel you trying to do that to become better. And it's all triggered by this separation, which may still be on your mind, whatever it is. It was a life-altering no answer. Someone saying, no, I don't want this anymore, or no, rejected. No, we have to end things. Whether you were the one initiating this, but for a lot of you, I feel like this might have been someone external to yourself. Or it could have been a situation external to yourself, like, no, you can't smoke cigarettes anymore because now you have some weird type of lung disease. It could even be something like that, where it's like the universe decides, like, this thing has to end. And you really have to look at yourself in the mirror and determine why this thing has failed, for your own healing, for your own growth, so you can become your best version. Second card out is the High Priestess in reversed. I wonder if this ending was tied up to, or like this big shift in your life. I wonder if this big shift in your life was tied to something that was not known, or a truth being hidden. Whether you didn't know something, like say for example, like you had a health problem, you just didn't know this whole time. And like say you had a gluten intolerance this whole time, you just didn't know. You just kept eating gluten. Okay, that could be like a hidden knowledge there. But your body was trying to tell you psychically and through your senses, through your intuition, that, you know, this is the truth. Or you could have been the one hiding key pieces of information, for whatever reason that may be. I'm just seeing truths being hidden here, which is correlated to why this big shift had to happen. Does that make sense? It's so hard to read into this energy and give specific examples. Okay, like maybe for example, you just never knew that, I don't know, that there's like a genetic thing that runs in your family that makes your lungs a little bit weaker. And so you were kind of just taking your health for granted all this time. You were smoking cigarettes, you were working a job with a lot of pollutants, whatever. It's like that information was hidden from you, but you were also making bad choices anyway. So it's like, I don't know, everything kind of hits all at once, and like I just see a really huge shift in how you have to navigate the future. And this shift has already happened, and it is due to knowledge being hidden. So for example, if this was a breakup, the other person or you might have hidden information or lied about something, and that truth might have been revealed, which is what caused this ending, this separation. Okay, so this can apply to many different areas of life. Third card out for you guys, 5 of Cups. Yeah, there's definitely an ending here. Definitely. I mean, we have 2 cards that represent breaking up, endings. Lovers reversed, 5 of Cups. These both talk about mourning something that you once had, mourning something that you once enjoyed and loved. But in between these 2 ending cards, I think it's really significant that there's the High Priestess in reversed. Because the High Priestess in reverse is showing truths being hidden. So this ending had to happen because there was some type of truth that was not revealed. And it's just like, it didn't have to be so dramatic. I feel like the way that this ended was really, really dramatic. It didn't have to be that dramatic, which is why I feel like it makes it all the more upsetting, because it's like, if only I had known, or if only I had just spoken up, if only I did this, it wouldn't have spiraled to this level of like having to completely change my life. I'm seeing someone watching here. You may have actually had like a symptom of something that you kept ignoring, and then it kind of spiraled into this huge thing. And it's like, if only I went to the doctor the first time like I said I should, and I didn't just wait forever and ever. Now, I'm not predicting anything, guys. Everything that we're reading here already happened for you. So I just want to clarify that. This week we're seeing it really heavily on your mind, especially in like when you're watching right now. I always kind of view the first few cards as like where you're at right now and where your energy might be processing for the first few days of either watching or this week ahead. And we're definitely seeing processing and ending still, not quite being over that ending, the sudden shift, still adjusting is what I'm seeing here. If this ending was caused by something that you did, I think this is time for you to be a little bit more forgiving towards yourself, and instead of coming at it from this place of like, if only I did this, if only like I was a better person, if only whatever. Stop blaming yourself, forgive yourself genuinely, and focus on what you can currently do right now to make your life enjoyable and to possibly reconcile this situation. If there's an apology that needs to be said, if there is something that needs to be focused on to heal, like, you know, there's still good in the situation. I feel like you're not really focusing on that. You're just focusing on everything that went wrong here. But like, ask yourself, what did this situation teach me? How can I become a better person because of it? And how is this situation turning me into an even better person than when I started out in the first place? So that's an interesting way of looking at it. Also, with the High Priestess here, I just noticed that there is the Cancer symbol and the moon here. There's also a camel. So you might be dealing with a Cancer, or I mean, I just view the High Priestess as any water sign. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Beautiful. Also with the 2 could be Taurus energy there as well. We have Gemini. Okay, so Cancer, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You might be dealing with someone like that. We also see Scorpio here with the 5 of Cups. There's going to be a lot of signs, so I'm just going to stop where we're at. Second row out for you, the 4th card. We're doing 9 cards, by the way. I don't know if I said that. 10 of Pentacles in reversed, Wealth. Okay. Okay. I feel like this is coming out right underneath the Lover, so it's pretty significant. Whatever it is that ended, to me, it feels like this was something that you thought would be in your life for a super duper long time. So it's like suddenly having to leave a career that you thought, or suddenly moving from a place that you wanted to live in forever, or breaking up with someone who you saw yourself with for a really long time. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, so this is what it looks like upright. This talks about your legacy, your long-term energy, where you really want to settle down. So I feel like whatever it is that ended, it could have been something that you really saw yourself settling down with, which is why things are just like, it's just really heavy on your mind right now. Like, I have to like figure things out now. Like, what am I going to do now? What is my future now? Also, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, I do feel for many of you, I would say almost all of you, that you have this desire this week to recuperate your money. Okay, so I don't know if you've been spending a lot recently, but to me, it's just like, it's now to the point where like, if you spend any more, you have to dive into your savings. If you even have a savings, like, it's that bad. So definitely save your money this week. I would say that. Center of your spread is the Knight of Wands, which is extremely interesting because Taurus's reading was actually kind of similar to yours. I've been noticing week after week as I do these weekly readings, all of the elemental signs tend to have similar readings. Like, all of the earth signs have similar readings, all of the water signs. So that's something fascinating that I've noticed. But they also had the Knight of Wands at the center of their spread, only theirs was in reversed, and talking about a douchebag in their life, okay? Now, for you, I'm almost wondering if it's like a situation where you might have accidentally come across as having less integrity than you wish to have, or just, I see you being really hard on yourself for some reason. Really wishing you would have acted differently or saved more money by now, or like just looking back at your past actions and being like, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I just do this? But Knight of Wands as the center of your week is actually pretty fun, pretty exciting. There could be exciting circumstances happening for you this week. I'm also seeing lots of passion, so there may be a lot of romantic passion for you this week, and your heart may be ablaze for someone, okay? Knight of Wands. Or this could even be traveling. If it's not love, you might be traveling, or just really social, really into like passionate energy socially, romantically, traveling, something like that I'm seeing for sure this week for you. Sixth card out for you is the Ace of Pentacles, a brand new start, right underneath that Five of Cups. So it's like you're going from mourning something that had to end, like the truth was hidden and it ended very dramatically. This was something that was going to be like forever, to now there's a new start here. Also, money is going to shift suddenly for you this week. I feel that very strongly. So expect unexpected inheritance, gifts, promotion, raise, sales, however money comes to you. Expect the unexpected for that this week, because we're going from like 10 of Pentacles reversed to the Ace of Cups. This is a natural progression. So it's like some of you guys might even be starting a new job or scoring an interview, which is really fun, really exciting. Also, some of you might be planning a move, planning to buy a car. Like 10 of Pentacles reversed, you know, you might have had a car for a really, really long time, and then it's like you finally decide, you know what, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna buy a new one. So that it's like a transition like that. Something that you thought would last a really long time, it's turning out to not be made of this, how do I put it? Something that you wanted to last a really long time. I feel like you did not put in the maintenance work to make it last a really long time. And the spirit of that object, that person, whatever it may be, is kind of rejecting you because you haven't done that maintenance. And you're being hard on yourself, but then it's like, you know what? You're starting to look at this as a fresh new start. Okay, so let me give an example. If it's like a car, you didn't go get it maintenanced, you never got the oil changed, whatever. The spirit of that car does not like you now. Okay, it's not that I feel like they would be very forgiving if you like, you know, went and did all of the maintenance work and like had a fresh new start with this car. Like, hi, like we started off on the wrong foot, let's try again, let me like put energy and effort into this now. I feel like they would be very forgiving. Okay, or you can just get a whole new car, you know what I'm saying? It's like that situation. Now that could also apply to people. Same thing, you know, I didn't really put as much maintenance into this, or I should have been a little bit more honest about something, but here's a fresh start from everything that I've learned. Or it's just simply like moving on to a new thing there. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Third and final row, seventh card, we have the Queen of Cups in reversed. Okay, there's that water energy again. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Someone might be scorned from your past, okay? Really feeling scorned here. I mean, look at this line. We have the Lovers reversed. We have Wealth in reverse, 10 of Pentacles reversed. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Or this could be you that's scorned. Could be both. All right, I'm seeing here a big no ending, a rejection from something that you thought would last forever. And there's like a bitterness, a coldness. Interesting. Eighth card out for you is the Knight of Cups upright. A new start here, a fresh new start. Okay, there's so many different scenarios. It's kind of hard for me to like just pick one because you're all going to be in different scenarios. We also have 2 knights here. So I feel like there's like an unrelated friendship or relationship in your life that's actually going really, really well. So I just want to say that there is a beautiful social connection here that is going really well. You're excited to see it grow. Or there's like some type of forward movement in your life that's really exciting, like a job taking off, a business taking off, something like that. Really beautiful. But also we have this other energy going on that's kind of confusing. A huge loss because something wasn't spoken. Someone feeling scorned, someone feeling really betrayed here. Still kind of resentful. And it could be you, could be someone else, or both. There's a lot going on, guys. Your energy's all over the place. 9th and final card. 7 of Swords in reversed. Unstable effort. Yeah. So we have 2 cards here that are worrying me. 7 of Swords in reversed and the High Priestess in reversed. These are both cards to me that represent lying, cheating, stealing. Okay. Now, I, for some reason, feel like you already know about this. You already know about this. It is a wrong that needs to be righted. It's a wrong that needs to be done right by. Okay, so if you are the one inflicting this lie, you need to really do some serious inner healing work and apologize truly. Not apologize for just saying like, I'm sorry that you're sad, I'm sorry you're hurt, but like, I'm sorry for my actions. If you're the one who's being lied to or the victim of unstable effort, like just someone hiding things or giving you the bare minimum, something like that that makes you sad, this wrong needs to be right again by you no longer giving energy to this, moving on, releasing, letting go. So either way, no matter what end of the spectrum you're on, the key here is to right this wrong in whatever way you need to do. And you can't force someone else to right their wrong. All you can do is right the wrong through your own words and actions. And that is going to be a brand new, beautiful beginning for you. You'll see more money, more energy, more commitment, more beauty coming through. We even see beautiful relationships and forward momentum coming through. But all of this beautiful forward energy is going to happen when we can release the past and right whatever it is that has been wronged. This week, okay? This week. And that's why we saw you diving so deep into your feely wheelies here. You're righting some type of wrong by either moving on, or if you're the one who inflicted damage, like speaking up about that and yeah, making things right again. That is your reading. Thank you guys for joining me. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you've not already, and comment how this resonated with you down below because I love reading your stories. This is one of those readings where I would definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus to get the fullest overview of the week ahead, because there's more to your week than just this. Okay, so that will show you kind of the fullest of your week. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.